going to the gym so often. According to this systematic review published last year, up to 60% of us are overtraining. By not giving your body the time to recover, you are increasing fatigue, reducing your performance, increasing your body fat, increasing your cholesterol, and ultimately killing your testosterone and gains. Essentially,
Boom. Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, you got dudes out here talking about overtraining. This is what I'm talking about. Look how the guy looks who is talking about overtraining. He looked like he straight do 7 sprints a day. It's always the dude who don't got muscles talking about overtraining. Listen, there is no such thing as overtraining. If you're overtraining, you would be in the hospital. Literally. They don't know what overtraining means. What about you overtraining that third leg that you keep on busting and busting and busting, and you just, for some reason, you go back in the session and bust and bust and bust again? They don't think that's overtraining. So at the end of the day, it's called low testosterone. His body shows he has low testosterone. Listen, overtraining is an excuse, bro. Listen, I work out 3 times a day, every single day, but 5 days a week is when I lift weights and work out 3 times a day, 3 different sessions. That's 3 20-minute sessions, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes. So I'm training an hour every single day, 5 days a week, lifting weights. That's not overtraining, bro. It's 24 hours in a day. I'm only training an hour, but I go 3 different times each day. Then I do on Saturdays and Sundays, I do straight body weight 3 times a day. I repeat, I do 15 sets of body weight exercises, 15 sessions in a day. I split it up 5 sessions 3 times that day for 2 days, if that makes sense. At the end of the day, stop listening to these people talking about overtraining. These are the people that's overly dating. They're overly dating. They're overly smashing. That's why they gotta tell you about overtraining. They not telling you about all the overly indulgence they doing with the bags of Cheetos and Fritos, eat them at the same time. At the end of the day, they talking about overtraining, bro. That's why they look like shit. I repeat, that's why they look like shit. These dudes do not look like a model. They don't look like nothing. They don't look like nothing out of a comic movie. They think they gotta take steroids, but dude talking about go to the gym 3 times a day. I told you, the agents are everywhere. The agents have a large number of subscribers, so they're gonna tell you that, oh, this is overtraining, and everybody gonna believe it. In the comment section talking about, yeah, I knew I should have only went to the gym 3 times a day. These dudes don't see results in 3 weeks, and then they think they're overtraining. Listen, if you don't look like nothing, don't worry about overtraining. I repeat, until you look like something, do not worry about overtraining. Because every time you look in the mirror, your body doesn't even show that you're overtraining. You have no muscle definition. You have no body, like you don't look like anything, and you're talking about overtraining. How are you overtraining and you don't look like nothing? To overtrain, you have to look like something. That's how you know you've been going overboard. You've been training so hard, you're going overboard. Listen, these dudes is not passing out. How are you overtraining? I train 3 times a day. But guess what? I practice semen retention in monk mode, and I'm not dating. I'm not smashing. I'm saving all of my energy for the wife. I repeat, I'm saving all of my energy for my future wife. My future wife may be in Vietnam, Thailand, what? Cuba, Dominican Republic, Switzerland, Russia, Poland. You never know. It ain't gonna be here. Oh, it ain't gonna be here. You dudes is overly training when you arguing a back and forth with random agents. You overtraining your brain when you trying to fit into society. That's overtraining. Fitting into society, oh, that's overtraining. Bruh, you literally use your legs every single day. How is that overtraining? You literally gotta use your leg muscles to walk up and down the street If you work in the office, you gotta walk around the office. How are you overtraining? You literally, if you can't use your legs to walk, guess what? How can you eat? How can you go to the microwave? How can you go to a restaurant? You literally gotta walk around a restaurant when the waiter finds you your seat. You're using your muscles every single day. You see how I'm doing this with my arm? I'm literally using my bicep right now. I can feel it. And they're going to tell me, oh, you're overtraining. You're using... Dude, on a rest day, technically, you're never resting. Unless you're asleep. How are you overtraining when you go to sleep? Bro, I only believe overtraining is if you stay up for a week straight and you training for a week straight with zero rest. If you can manage to not go to sleep, you overtraining. But if you not staying up for 7 days in a row trying to beat the world's most woke person record, bruh, you're not overtraining, bruh. It's always the dude who don't look like shit. He doesn't have muscles, and he's talking about overtraining. Then you got all the skinny and the fat people in the comment talking about, yeah, I knew he was right. Look how he looks. Look at his billboard. What does his billboard tell you? And what does my billboard tell you? What does my billboard tell you? Talking about overtraining, what does my billboard tell you? Look at the traps. It's a whole triangle. I look like I'm carved out of freaking stone. This dude talking about overtraining. That's dudes for low testosterone. When you got low testosterone, it takes a while to recover. When you got high testosterone, you know you recover faster. When you on monk mode, you know you recover faster. Like, bro, I'm on 159 days of semen retention. Tomorrow is day 160. Bro, do you understand? I got so much testosterone built up that I recover faster than majority of people that release on a daily basis to the hub, to Twitter, to Instagram probably, to Snapchat probably. Bro, smashing chicks. They gotta take Blue Chew. The fact you gotta take Blue Chew and can't get it up, you're overtraining your third leg. You have to take a stimulus to get it up. You are overtraining. You're overtraining that third leg, and you're not a porn star. You're not in the industry, and you're overtraining that third leg. Listen, stop listening to people who look like that. This is why I come to YouTube in shape, so I can tell you, bruh, I'm in shape. They say, oh, you're over. Look how I look, though. Look how they look. The people who said you're overtraining, why don't they have muscle definition? Them dudes is undertraining. The dude who said that, he is undertraining. Listen, monk mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.